In episode 4 of My Life in Football Manager, I pick up my first award, an old man joins the team, and a visit to Galway United. Hello viewers, I'm Lygo and welcome back to episode 4 of My Life in Football Manager. We have some more new faces to look at, and also we'll go have a look at the league table and our form. And so far I'd say things are going rather positively, and if you agree, don't forget to leave a like and also subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with the series so you'll be notified when new episodes are available. But as you can see, we're in 8th place at the moment, well ahead of bottom place Shamrock Rovers, and we've got 7 games left to play and we're being competitive. Now unfortunately we did lose to Cabinteely in our last game, so that's allowed them to jump back up and we've lost our advantage in catching Wexford. But we're 6 points behind the playoff places. We were just expected to avoid finishing bottom, so the closer we can push towards those playoff places and keep strengthening the squad, I think that's very much a positive going into next year. You can see we've won 7 games, 3 draws, 10 defeats so far. We scored 30 goals, which compare that to the rest of the league and it's not too bad. The big problem is we've conceded 38, so we still need to tighten up the defence. So to do that, we've brought in some more additions to the squad. I'm not going to go through them all, but Michael McHugh, right back, has come into the squad, 3-star with further potential. Sean Gavin has been a key addition going further forward, 16 years old, showing bags of potential and performing rather well at the moment, scored on his debut as well. Tommy Holland coming in, strengthening the keeping positions. Josh Okpalokpo has come in, a strong central addition, was released by Huddersfield. And this one made me chuckle. Dave Mulcahy, 43 years old, he's coming on I suppose it's an 18-month contract, and he's actually one of our best players at the club. But as you can see, look at his mental attributes, very strong, should help with the younger players, but he's come in to strengthen the defence. And most recently, Callum Nissel was released by, I think it was Farsley, has come in to strengthen the midfield as well. The one major out we've had was Aaron Miles, and we actually managed to get some money for him. He's gone over to Wigan, and he'd just fallen out of favour. I thought Lawless was doing a better job in goal. So when we were offered €4,000 for him, I snapped Wigan's hand off, and it kind of helped with the finances as well. And just one final note before we move on to the match for the day. On the back of that Shamrock Rovers win, we went on to beat Galway as well in the April fixtures and managed to pick up Manager of the Month along the way. And since then, as you can see, May didn't pan out so well. The only draw we got there was in a friendly. We had 3 consecutive losses, which was unfortunate. But June bounced back a little bit with a win against Bray, and then a loss to Wexford with 2 further friendlies. And I know the morale loss against Celtic in a friendly match, not really ideal, but did bring some money into the club. And then since then, it's a bit hit and miss. We drew with UCD. We then lost to Cabinteely, which was a big loss, but we did manage to beat Shamrock Rovers in the last game. So that's what's been happening recently. So we'll move on to the match now against Galway. So the team we field to Galway is fairly new looking and looks like this. Holland in goal, back 4 of McHugh, Mulcahy, Okpalokpo, Brooks, Hughes anchoring the midfield with Manning and Nissel ahead of him. Gavin starts on the right, Mark Walsh on the left, Adam Lennon leading the line. Only a space on the bench for Lee Duffy, who has fallen out of form a bit, so Lennon has been starting up top, scored a couple of goals, so continuing that vein for now. Into the dressing room, I think, what are we going to say for this? Being the underdogs, we'll go with the assistant, pump our fists, cause an upset, and it's only motivated Lennon, but we'll kick the game off. We did beat Galway last time out, so hopefully we can have another good showing, cause a bit of an upset, really push towards the playoffs, which I don't aim to get into the playoffs, but if we can be there or thereabouts, it's sets us up going into next year. And Gavin's in here, only the keeper to beat, and second goal of the season for Sean Gavin, who since he's come in, he's 16 years old and looking like an absolute superstar. Like I mentioned earlier, he scored on his debut, and as you can see here, Walsh picks up the ball, Gavin in acres of space on that right, and the composure he's got there, a couple of touches and just puts it in the back of the net. And out of all the transfers, he's the one I think I'm most proud of. 16 years old, and he's actually a regen. I don't know where he's come from, because I don't think the Irish regens have come through yet, but he's killing it on that right hand side. And we get off to a very good start, but Galway come now with the ball, working it out to the left, but Gavin does intercept, can't manage to keep hold of the ball. And tell you what, that pitch looks very, very wide, or is a little bit distorted. That's very strange shape. Very short and wide pitch today. Let me know down in the comments if you think otherwise, or if it's just me looking at that. 20 minutes in, another highlight. We've got the ball given away somewhat off the goal kick, but working it out from the back again. New boy Nisel here, first look at him today. And it's not just yourselves, first time I'm getting a chance to see him, so I think it's his competitive debut. I think he played a friendly game, which I let the assistant manager take control of, but first time I'm getting a good look at him as well. And Lennon, good hold up play, and releases Gavin down the right. Bit of a strange ball, but Gavin manages to keep it in. Just needs to get it into the box now, and cross is blocked, but well worked, well defended. Very happy with where things have started today. And Galway are definitely above us in the table, but every time we play them, we look fairly comfortable against them. I'm just hoping I don't jinx myself saying that now. Galway have got the ball here, and a bit of back and forth, not really doing much with it. I think a little bit more pressing from ourselves, and we win the ball back, and we do. Nisel's got the ball here, finds Walsh to his left. Nisel's continued his run, but Manning has a pop from the edge of the area, and it's rather tame and goes over. And just coming up to half time, nothing much in the way now, and half time, very happy with the way things are going, so I'll be telling the boys as much. Outstretched arms for a bit of praise. Keep doing what you're doing. That's inspired and motivated a lot of them, so hopefully there's more to come in this second half for us. And we'll do our usual, we'll make a substitution on the hour mark. And let's have a look at what we've got. So I'm going to make two substitutions. I think Nisel can come off, and we'll have a look at Cornally. Still struggling to get the best out of him, and still not sure whether to renew his contract for next year. So he's very much up in the air at the moment. I think the other substitution, Lennon and Duffy, is a nice straightforward one. Duffy can come, do his thing. He's got plenty of energy against the tiring defence. We've got a goal, and hopefully he can start playing himself into some form. And last 15 minutes, just going to freshen up the back four as well, with Brooks coming off and Toulouse coming on at left back. And all we've got to do now is see out the game, so I'm going to drop a little bit of praise to the team. They've all reacted well. 5 minutes left on the clock, and I'd be happy if no further highlights produce themselves. 3 minutes added time, and rather uneventful second half. And that suits us. We managed to see the game out. Another 3 points. A well-deserved victory. So let's have a look at what that's done to the table after giving the boys some praise. So it looks like Cove Ramblers and Wexford didn't lose. Cove Ramblers lost, but Wexford only got a point. So we've closed the gap up there. We've stretched the difference between Cove Ramblers now. Don't know who Cabinteely are playing in their next game, but we could do with them dropping, or we could do with them losing, and that sets us very good for being almost best of the rest. If we can keep chasing Wexford down and get that 6th place, I'd be very, very happy then. So we're into the final third of the season, and what I'm going to do is play to the final day of the season against University Dublin. So unless there's any surprises in the Senior Challenge Cup and we make it to the final, or there's anything interesting happening with that, we'll play through to the last day of the season. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and remember to subscribe to see more of my life in Football Manager. And I'll see you next time.